Welcome to the first lesson on solving polynomial and rational inequalities. To begin the lesson, first we need to understand the concept of a sign table. The sign table is associated with an expression, and it is a number line showing the sign of the expression. As x takes various values on the number line. For example, for the expression x plus 2, the sign table is the number line that goes from negative infinity to infinity, and then when x is equal to negative 2, the expression x plus 2 is equal to 0. When x is some number greater than negative 2, that means to the right of negative 2. Let's say 100. 100 plus 2 is positive. Also 0 plus 2 is positive. Also negative 1 plus 2 is positive. So any value we select on the right of negative 2 gives us a positive answer for the expression x plus 2. And when x is less than negative 2, which is to the left of negative 2, then the expression x plus 2 will be negative. For example, if I do negative 100 plus 2, that's a negative quantity. If I do negative 3 plus 2, that's also negative. The sign table shows that the expression x plus 2 is greater than 0 in the interval negative 2 to infinity. It is equal to 0 when x is equal to negative 2, and it is less than 0 in the interval negative infinity to negative 2. If someone asks me to solve the inequality x plus 2 greater than or equal to 0, then I will have to consider all the values of x that satisfy, which will be x equal to negative 2 for equal to 0, and it will be x greater than negative 2 for greater than 0. So the solution to this will be the interval closed negative 2, comma, infinity, open. If I have the expression x plus 2 squared, the sign table is again the number line, negative infinity to the left and infinity to the right. When x is equal to negative 2, the expression x plus 2 squared is equal to 0, because 0 squared is equal to 0. When x is some number to the right of negative 2, let's say 100, 100 plus 2, when you square it, is a positive quantity. And when x is to the left of negative 2, let's say negative 10, negative 10 plus 2 is negative 8, but when you square it, it's also positive. The sign table shows that x plus 2 squared is positive in the interval negative infinity to negative 2 union negative 2 to infinity. It is equal to 0 when x is equal to negative 2, but x plus 2 squared is less than 0, has no solution. So there are no numbers x for which x plus 2 squared will ever be negative.